Hello, welcome to DK Bowl Job. I am painting the little hummingbirds, and this guy to me looks kind of dull, so I'm gonna add more of the quinacridone red, and the only reason I would do that is because it is transparent. So what's showing through it is the gray that's in the background. And if I just paint it red on top of that, it's going to be brighter. Another alternative would be to have painted the background white before painting it red to make it a brighter color. So I'm just going over it with quinacridone red. And if I need shadow, I'll leave it darker like it is. And I've got just enough quinacridone red to do his little head and the flower. There we go, we're just painting it into the head here. There we go. And it's much brighter because it doesn't show the gray through anymore. It's just the bright red, which I don't know if you've noticed when they get it just right in the sunlight, their little feathers on their head are so bright that they really show, and that's what they need to do anyway, so they can attract a female. The female hummingbird, I don't know if you've ever researched this, but I looked into it, and the female hummingbird, she does all the work. Okay, she goes out and, well, except for, I'll take it back, she doesn't do this big, momentous, wonderful flight that the male does. The male does this miraculous flight maneuvers to attract the female. But what the female does is she will build her nest, and she will prepare that, get it all done. The nest is all done. And then she will go and be observant, looking for an attractive male, Anna's hummingbird, to have as the father of her eggs. And then she will wait for the best looking one that does the most miraculous flight maneuvers, which is really kind of cool. I mean, that they can do all those things to attract a female. But that's, I mean, from what I've learned, that's all the male does. He doesn't hang around and raise the kids. He doesn't hang around and help with the, grocery bills. He doesn't bring food in. He doesn't do anything. He just, except for one thing, and that is show off and then mate with a female. Anyway, so he's got to look bright and handsome and be attractive to her. So he's got to get her attention, and that's what he'll do, is distract her with this amazing, flight pattern that he does, and then he gets the privilege of being with her. So anyway, so I've got him covered, and I'm gonna take some off of the white here, because I just got a little carried away with the red there. I'm just gonna take a little bit off of the white there. But when I learned that, I was thinking, my goodness, that poor female. She has to go make the nest. She has to go mate with the hummingbird, and then she gets to come back and she raises the young by herself. And she may not see that hummingbird again. I don't think they're monogamous. They are just doing what nature created them to do. So I'm gonna also put a little bit of red on this flower. I got a little carried away and it got pushed right there. So we'll just put that on there, and I'm gonna take off the excess red that just got on there. There we go. We got like a little bit poking up in the middle there, and then I'm gonna take off. But that just brightens it up a bit just by going over it with a brush with some more quinacridone red. And I'm gonna rinse off the remaining. There's some on his chin. I'll do that. And if I wanted to really get meticulous about this, I could, but I don't know that I'm gonna. I could go ahead and paint the background over the head as well to remove some of the to remove any marks I don't want on there. I'm gonna get a wet Q-tip, that'll do it. Q-tip makes a really good eraser. You just dampen it down. You don't want to use the same one over and over again. You want to use just, once it gets dirty, get another one, you know. That's going to work much better than trying to use that same one over. Okay, so I'm going to leave him alone and go to the female, which I've got different shades of gray made up here. And I will add, so for this color gray, I'll see if I can bring this palette over here so you can see it a little bit better. But I've got this gray left over from student paint. And in order to make it more gray instead of like it is, I'm just going to add a little bit of brown. That's going to tone it down a bit to where it's not so green gray. It's going to be more of a dull gray. There we go. And if I want it lighter, I can add white to it. Just see if we can move this white. It's been in the bag, sandwich bag, in the fridge for a while. If you store your paints in the fridge, they'll last longer. And put them in an airtight bag. Make sure you've used distilled water with them, because otherwise they will take on a smell all their own a lot of times, and you don't want that. So, okay, this is kind of a gray right here, and I'm gonna see if I can get that with a little bit more white, go a little lighter. There we go, a little bit of water. And I'm gonna start painting on the female here too. She has white by her eyes, and her eyes look kind of angry right now, and I don't think they're angry really. It's a bit much for the eyeball. I'm gonna just go back behind it and put that little bit of white there, a little light gray, and she doesn't have any on the front, but she has some below. There we are. And she has some on her lower part, like her tail. And little bits of it in her tummy, on her tummy. And the front of her body. And back and forth. I'm just going to go to the gray now. Put in little bits of gray too. Kind of like I did before. It is kind of repetitive. And get a little bit lighter. But darker than what I had before. So it's almost going to be just a gray. It's a plain gray. There we go. There we are. Okay. There we are. And her little eye, I gotta fix her eye, but I'm thinking that would be pretty close. Let's see. Is there any other colors on here I need to put? Yeah, I think she's got a nice beak so far. It just needs a little bit more definition. And I think I might need to get more black. I might need to get more black on here. It could happen. I'm gonna get more black. And with that black, I've got a nice sharp brush, and I can go right over that little beak and make it a little bit bigger, yet not too big. So I'm just gonna go from her right on the side here and go over, nice and easy. And I can thin it down with another brush. I just need to get it on there first. There we go. And just do one brush stroke. Well, I'm doing a lot, but we'll get it lined up. There we go. I'm gonna rinse that off. Get a round brush, and then I need to turn it sideways to put it in straight, because I want to easily come up to right here with the line. There we go. It's just, I'm just moving it with water. A little bit of water that I wiped up on the tablecloth. I have a canvas tablecloth. I'm just wiping that excess water off that brush. There we go. And she doesn't need a thicker end than, she's good. I think she's good. Her eyes still look kind of mean, which we'll work on those in the next video. But I'm so glad you joined me for this video, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please click like And if you hit the notification button, you'll get notified at the next video that comes out of me painting. And I will probably be working on this little girl till she's done. She's not too far away from being done. I thank you for being here, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. So thank you for subscribing, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.